Morning Show.
Muy buenos días a todos que se unen a esta transmisión. Bienvenidos todos al Sugar City Morning Show. Son las 7:05. Disculpas por el atraso en entrar, pero hoy es martes 8 de mayo. Un gran gusto saludarles, compañeros. Una semana más, un día más, perdón, que Dios nos ha regalado vida. Good morning and welcome to today's edition of the Sugar City Morning Show. Today is Tuesday, the 8th of May, and it is a pleasure to welcome you to today's show. Estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde Nortevisión Canal 10 aquí en Trial Farm, justo en las afueras de Orange Walk, y tenemos arreglos con distintas compañías proveedoras de cable, de señal de cable, que permiten que nuestro señal se vea por todo el país. Es más, tenemos arreglos con aquí en Orange Walk con Center para que nos vean en Canal 60 y con otros proveedores de cable para permitir que nuestra señal se vea desde Corozal hasta Toledo, desde el Benque hasta San Pedro. Y si es que optas no tener cable, entonces, y vives en la circunvecindad de Orange Walk, entonces simplemente necesitas extender tus antenas, dirigirlas hacia la antena. La razón por esta antena bastante alta aquí que tenemos al lado es simplemente porque está transmitiendo también una señal para una estación de televisión, que es lo que se ve Canal 10 por aire. Es más, una gran cantidad de gente opta no tener cable, compañeros. A todas esas personas, un atento saludo, muchas gracias, que siempre nos ven en las aldeas, aquí en Trial Farm, en el pueblo, la gran cantidad de gente que nos ve, Canal 10, muy buenos días. También si es que tienes internet y estás en la carretera, donde sea, simplemente tienes que teclar en tu programa YouTube, entrar y teclar Sugar City Morning Show para la fecha que quieras ver. Porque entonces los tenemos archivado ahí y resulta que puedes verlo para el día que tú quieras ver. Un gusto saludarles si nos acabas de sintonizar las 7:08. Vamos directamente a una oración porque, compañeros, sucedió un milagro hoy. Estamos vivos y hay que agradecerle a nuestro Creador, a nuestro Dios, a nuestro poder superior, como lo quieras ver, por darnos la vida. ¿Qué tal diferente, qué tal distinto fuera si tan de repente hoy amaneces y alguien de tu familia ya desafortunadamente haya fallecido? Entonces estarías bastante triste, desanimado, con 1000 preguntas, y entonces la gente te diría, solo Dios sabe lo que hace, y lo aceptarías, pues solo Dios sabe también por mantenerte vivo. Y esto es importante que lo reconozcas, que cada día que nos da Dios, un día de vida, es para que hagamos algo bueno con él, para que entonces podamos trabajar bien, podamos ayudar al prójimo, podamos divertirnos un poquito. Bueno, hacer todo a su medida. Padre, te doy las gracias por todas tus bendiciones. Nos das la vida, la salud, las fuerzas. Nos perdonas, nos tienes paciencia, nos llenas de tu gracia, de tu misericordia. Gracias, Padre, nos proteges. Gracias, Padre, por todo. Mi fe me dice que tú me amas intensamente, incondicionalmente, y que todo lo que sucede en mi vida es porque así tú lo quieres. Porque tú no buscas el mal para mí. Al contrario, tú me amas y tú haces todo por mi camino. Que aunque muchas veces yo no sepa la razón por qué suceden las cosas, tengo que confiar en ti, Padre. Que tú sabes mejor y por eso haces las cosas. que tengo que entonces dejar de preguntar por qué suceden cosas, sino el para qué suceden las cosas. Para que yo crezca, para que yo salga del hueco donde estoy metido, para que yo pueda ver las cosas en distinta manera. Gracias, Padre, por iluminarme. Gracias, Padre, por estar presente en mi conciencia. Gracias, Padre, por todo lo que haces. Te pido hoy, Padre, que nos des serenidad para aceptar las cosas que no podemos cambiar. Valor para cambiar las cosas que sí podemos cambiar. Pero también, Padre, te pido sabiduría para poder discernir la diferencia entre uno y el otro. Como siempre, Padre, te pido por los enfermos, los que están en sus casas solitos, desanimados, sin espíritu para poder vivir. Anímalos, Padre, confórtalos, sánalos. Y por todos nosotros, que podamos tener un bonito día y que podamos tener éxito en lo que hagamos. Te bendecimos, te glorificamos, te adoramos siempre. Amén. It is exactly 11 minutes after 7 o'clock. Buenos días si nos acabas de sintonizar. Si estás cumpliendo años, que lo pases de maravilla. Aniversarios, también quiero decirles de que el jueves se celebra el Día de la Madre, pero también el domingo se celebra el Día de la Madre, porque depende qué cultura tengas contigo, o si es la cultura mexicana o latina, o si es que, como nos gusta prestar cultura, el 10 de mayo, segundo domingo del mes de mayo. Bueno, de todas formas, qué bueno, porque estamos dándole 2 celebraciones a nuestras queridas mamacitas. Personas que merecen todo y mucho más. Y mucho más. Porque nunca podremos pagarles por todo lo que hacen por nosotros. Compañeros, las 7:12. Vamos a una pausa rápidamente y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes tan pronto estos anuncios. Vamos a esa pausa.
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush Franz, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Did you know that if you are an owner or operator providing accommodation for cash purposes to any local or foreign guests, regardless of its location in the country, you are required by law to register with the Registrar Hotels at the Belize Tourism Board? Did you know that Section 27(1) of the Hotels and Tourist Accommodation Act, Chapter 285 of the Substantial Laws of Belize, Revised Edition 2011, makes it mandatory for you to register with the BTB? For further information, please contact the BTB by email, telephone, or fax.
Residents of Dangriga now have their very own brand new modernized multi-purpose complex, compliments of the government of Belize. This $3.5 million investment in the cultural capital will host sporting events, cultural events, and shows, and can double as a hurricane shelter. Features include seating for 1,000, a fully FIBA certified wooden court, locker rooms with full bathrooms, a stage and changing rooms backstage, concession stands, office space, and ample parking. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
The Philip Goldson Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goldson International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section B of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and the Buttonwood Bay Boulevard roundabout is underway at an investment of $21 million. Works consist of the full rehabilitation of the road to paved standard, which includes the widening of the road to 4 lanes, lined sidewalks and drains, wide shoulders, median, and parking plus a bus lane at designated sections of the road. LED road lighting will be installed along with road safety features such as signs, reflectors, and road markings. The project will also facilitate in the improvement of underground infrastructure for the public utility companies. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital. Or venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Freshly extracted local honey, perfect for today's dessert. And these locally produced onions, they are just the right size for my popular onion rings and hamburgers. And these cuts of sheep lamb, also grown locally, are just perfect for my succulent barbecue. When I think about my family's health, I buy local products first. After all, they are fresh and healthier. And if you do the same, you're shaping a brighter future for your community, your family, and yourself, as local spending circles back to you. Remember, when you buy local products, you are building a better Belize.
This message is proudly sponsored by the Food and Agriculture Organization, European Union, Ministry of Agriculture, and Belize Marketing and Development Corporation.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros, al Sugar City Morning Show. Son las 7:18. Ojalá y tu mañana se esté desarrollando bien. Y pues como siempre, es un gran gusto darle la bienvenida. It's always a pleasure to say good morning and welcome to my good friend, Robert Checky Osha. ¿Cómo estás, Checky? How are you doing?
Why no complaint?
No complaint. All right.
When you complain, people get in your business.
Well, they say, like what a good friend of mine would say, that he says, boy, if I complain, he says, you wouldn't understand. And even if you would understand, you can't help me.
You can't help me.
Why complain?
Why complain? So you just have to make the best out of life that you got.
Out of life that you have.
Try make the best.
Others say, tell you what, it would be a sin for me to complain because I've been given so much by the Father, and I have so much, and just because I got this little thing, then I will complain? No, it would be a sin.
Yeah, just be who you are, man.
Yes, and be happy with what you have. That's the important thing.
Yeah, that's about it. We are in the month of May, like you rightly mentioned, that Thursday will be the official day for Mother's Day, but we know for some reason or other, the celebration of it usually comes on a Sunday, the Sunday that is closer to the 10th. And that will be this Sunday, which is the 13th. Folks all over the country, I don't know how it stands in other areas. How it stands like that in Mexico? They celebrate the Mañanitas.
In Mexico, oh yes, it's a big deal.
But on the same 10th?
And it is the 10th of May that they celebrate. El 10 de mayo tradicionalmente es día para festejar y celebrar y honrar a las madres en México y en la gran mayoría de Centroamérica. Pero, but because of the, perdón ahí por estar yendo de Spanglish, español a inglés. Pero, ¿qué sucede? What happens there is that, you know, the Americans celebrated the second Sunday in May.
Which
right?
will be this Sunday coming.
Which would be this Sunday coming. So, and because we like to borrow from the American culture,
yeah,
you know,
we got on our way.
we got on our way too. So the 13th of May, which there's nothing wrong in that, because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, it's good to have the family joined together in a festive mood on a Sunday
Yeah,
when
true,
nobody
true.
has to work, where you can spend as much time as you want preparing that food for your mother and making, you know, when my mother was alive, I would get up early in the morning and make her breakfast and coffee, and after church, well, we would sit down and have breakfast, and after that, sometimes she would cook, sometimes somebody else would cook, but because she didn't trust my cooking. But
I don't blame her. Things happen, you know. Things happen down the road. So.
But no, I'm just kidding. But hey, at the end of the day, mothers here in Belize are treated twice, because
Yeah.
consiguen el besito el jueves y consiguen los regalos el domingo.
Yeah. I remember one time we were in Mexico City. I think the place that Garibaldi.
Garibaldi, yes.
Right there, saw a lot of mariachis the other
That
day.
is the place to go when you want mariachi.
That was a park?
Yes, it's a park, and if you want to be serenaded or if you want to make a contract with those
Oh.
people, you can go to Garibaldi, and you can. There are as many serenaders as you'd like. I mean, it's just one of those things, one of those perks of living in a large city like Mexico City.
Yeah, I remember one time we got.
25 million strong.
Yes, one time we passed by the Garibaldi there when it was the 9th of May. But like fun, you know when midnight come in, like you hear there, all of them, rancheras and so on as manianitas, everybody they sing up boy, and people go out there, you know, people go out there. A lot of people.
Es que the thing is that I don't know, but and I think that us here in the north have pretty much the same sort of culture as in Mexico, and you notice that Latin cultures, Latinos especially, have, like a number of other cultures like Italians and so forth. Life is family structured. In other words,
Yes,
everything
yes.
revolves around the family,
Right,
the family,
yeah,
the family.
celebrate big.
Okay? There is a Sunday meal. All the family is going to be there. Okay? It's not like if brother, no, everybody goes on Sunday afternoons to La Abuelita, and you're gonna have a fiesta.
Yep. Nice.
We don't have it as pronounced as in Mexico, but we do have it here. Okay, we
Yeah.
do have it.
Let me
But
see.
I'm sorry, but that's the way Latinos work, and that's the way in Mexico. That's the
the
way
whole
it goes.
family value is very strong.
Yes, and the mother is the pillar of that.
Yeah. But
of
you,
that family
yeah.
structure.
But you know, even in LA, Emmanuel, you know, LA has a big Latino population, especially Mexicans. When you did a LA around that time, I still can remember we were going to play for a Mother's Day function. Most of the stoplights, then when you pass or by the freeways, those Mexicans are out there selling flowers, you know. And they sell flowers and people they stop and buy.
That's the way it is.
Yeah, people find a way, even right at Chetamal. If you go there and there's people they out on the street, they selling their roses. You know, and I know they have I know Mignoli used to always get some nice arrangements for Mother's Day, you know, but I don't know if if she still do it. Cause you know,
But I don't know if she. I don't know about that.
yeah, but you know that when it comes to that kind of decorations, I think Mignola is one of the pioneers when it comes to that, no? But
You also have Marlita, who does out
Yeah.
of her very own garden.
right, yeah.
Out of her very own garden, because a lot of people have beautiful rose gardens and flower gardens.
Yep.
And it's yes, we may not have the type of roses that are grown in Mexico and in Guatemala, because those are commercially grown. Those are specially grown for these flower arrangements and scarcely have any thorns and so forth. But and eventually, I guess that's one of the problems of not having a large population. But even so, I believe that there is a market, just that it's not a sizable market to be able to justify having an entire industry for it.
Right.
It's easier for a lot of us to just go over to Chetumal and beg permission to bring a couple of roses but then you have to be careful, because
You need a permit.
You need a permit.
Yeah, you need a
So
permit.
don't think that you could bring roses and whatever from Chetumal just like that. No, don't think so.
If you bring one rose and you don't have permit for it, Baja could sanction you.
Exactly.
They will take it away and they will charge you. So you need to get a permit. But they have this lady in Belize City, if I'm not mistaken, I believe her place is Flora Sol.
Yes,
I
but
don't-
remember that place has evolutionized. I mean, Soli is no longer behind Flora Sol.
Oh, okay.
So as best as I can recall, somebody else in the family has taken it over, and it's not directly in Soli's hands anymore.
Yeah. But I remember playing for lots of weddings in Belize City, and I used to ask about the roses and flowers. They say it comes from Flora Sol. And I used to see Solid there setting up and, you know.
There are a number of people in Belize City who do that.
Yeah.
Okay. A number of people
Yeah.
in Belize City who do that.
Let's see if we can get
Delvi
on the line. I believe Benqueviejo del Carmen must hold the same Latino tradition when it comes to this Mother's Day as well, no?
Yes.
Can they hold in culture?
Yes, they do.
Yeah. They not stray from their culture. But this morning, today is Tuesday, no, Pa?
That's right.
What date is today?
The 8th of
Hello,
November.
good morning.
Hi, good morning, Delvi. Good morning. What a beautiful morning. What a beautiful day today. Here in Orange
Indeed,
Walk.
it is.
Morning, Delvi.
Good morning, Mr. Emmanuel. ¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, gracias a Dios. Por la gracia de Dios, muy bien. Estoy vivo y tengo lo que se supone es buena salud.
Amen. Thanks God. That's good.
¿Y cómo estás tú?
It's a
How are
wet
you
morning
doing?
today in San Pedro.
It's a wet morning.
Yes, it's been raining. It's been raining. It eased off a bit right now, just a slight drizzling at the moment. We had a bit of rain this morning.
Heavy rain.
No, just like moderate.
Okay.
It's moderate rain this morning.
Is that usual
Enough to
around
get
this
you
time?
wet
Pa?
if you ride through it.
Yes. Well, yes and no, but then again, things have changed over the
Yeah,
years.
things
that
have
you can't
changed
really
by-
predict the weather anymore.
Yeah.
This is May, but
It's not raining there in Orinja?
no, it is not. It is hot, and it is. Well, it's. I wouldn't want to say that the skies are clear, but and then again, we can expect a little bit of drizzle, a little rain anytime now, because that's just the way it is, no?
Yeah.
When you have excessive heat like this, it normally happens that it creates a situation where it rains. But it's not raining here in Orange Walk, however.
Yeah.
So, what do you have to inspire us this morning?
Okay. Today I have this one that is entitled The Sin of Familiarity.
Do you have any poem that is dedicated to mothers?
I was going to save that one for Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay, then good, perfect.
Let's do this one this morning then, Delvi.
Okay, this familiarity.
Wait, what's the name?
The sin of familiarity.
Okay.
Okay. We've heard the story, they sound cliche, of how Christ died on the cross. One day, he was humiliated, he was shamed, he died. We've heard it all before, even the homeless on the street could recite. But what did it mean, really? Was it just in vain that we are a people saved by grace only because of his name? Did he have to, really? Is it a question why? That while we were yet sinners, Christ on the cross died. Indeed he did, asking the Father if it could be another way. But for God so loved the world that he sacrificed his only Son, that we may have freedom today. Freedom from bondage, freedom from captivity, freedom from pain. But we become so familiar with his goodness that we become plain. When was the last time you opened the Bible? When was the last time you read? When was the last time you paid tithes? When was the last time you prayed before going to bed? When was the last time you got on your knees and just gave thanks? When was the last time you went to church after gaining in ranks? When was the last time you prayed before eating a meal? When was the last time you shared? When was the last time you asked God for forgiveness? When was the last time you showed you cared? There will be a lot of last times when we leave this earth, for it is not our final home. What will be the answer to these questions when we stand at the foot of his throne?
This is a powerful one, Pa.
Bam, bam, bam. Take it. All right?
Yes.
How did you come up with the name, the sin of familiarity?
Yes, because we become so familiar with things. We get up in the morning, we are alive, and that's it. We walk out of our house, we get to work, and that's it. But it's not just it.
Would you entertain the idea of saying the sin of complacency?
Complacency,
not really what you want to say, not true?
Not really the word I want. I use familiarity because we get so accustomed to it, it becomes cliche.
Yeah, I understand that, but
he rose for our sins, that's it. Mm-hmm. But there is more significance to it. And
familiarity.
It is when we become too familiar with that idea, then complacency sets in because they're like, you know what? It's like when a person gets married. Before they used to carry bouquet and roses and chocolate. After they get married, then they want to know where the husband, where the wife, then no more dates. They become familiar with each other because I don't my wife, I don't my husband, I don't work for you, so I don't do nothing else.
Good, perfect. I wanted
familiar, and then complacency sets in after that. So
good. I wanted you to do exactly what you did just now. Defend the topic of familiarity. Which is what you did just now. Thank you very much, and I understand that perfectly. Delvi, thank you for inspiring us this morning.
I'm blessed.
It's one of those things that we cannot afford to do, is to commit the sin of familiarity, where we become. We know with our family, we know we should be. We know we have special bonds, but we take too much for granted.
Right.
That's exactly what you wanted to mean. Okay?
Yes.
Thank you, Delvi. Thank you very much.
Thank you, too.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye. Mm-hmm.
That was a powerful one there, Pa. Very powerful. But it's 26 minutes away from 8 o'clock.
We'll take a break, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll be right back with you with more. Vamos a esta pausa.
En la cosecha de caña de azúcar. Es recomendable realizar la cosecha en el momento ideal, cuando la caña de azúcar ya está madura, así va a recuperar la mayor cantidad de azúcar con la mejor calidad. Existen varios métodos para determinar la madurez y calidad de la caña a ser cosechada. Síntomas visuales para determinar la madurez de la caña de azúcar son: las hojas se vuelven amarillas y se secan. Se reduce el número de hojas activas a 5 hojas o a menos. Los entrenudos de la parte superior se acortan. En algunas variedades tempraneras, la floración es un indicador de madurez. midiendo el Brix del tallo para calcular el índice de madurez, es decir, para asegurar si la caña ya está madura. El Brix del jugo en la caña de azúcar tiende a equilibrarse a lo largo del tallo, una vez que llega a su madurez fisiológica. Con un refractómetro de mano se toma la muestra. El Brix superior se toma en el entrenudo que corresponde a la hoja más 7 y el Brix inferior se toma en el segundo entrenudo sobre la superficie del suelo. El índice de madurez es la relación entre el Brix superior y el inferior expresado en porcentaje. Por ejemplo, si el Brix superior es 18 y el inferior es 20, el resultado expresado en porcentaje sería de 90%. Para que una caña se considere madura, el resultado debe estar entre el 85% y el 100%. Análisis de la caña a nivel de laboratorio. Con este método, es necesario colectar muestras de tallos de caña para extraer el jugo. Luego se analiza en el laboratorio para determinar el POL, pureza y Brix. El POL es el contenido real de sacarosa presente en el jugo y es determinado a través de un polarímetro. La pureza aparente se refiere a la relación entre el POL y el Brix del jugo expresado en porcentaje. Una caña lista para cosechar debe tener valores entre el 81% a 100% de pureza. Entre más cerca al 100%, más azúcar se recupera. Una vez determinada que la caña está madura, se procede a la cosecha. Se recomienda realizar la quema en horas que presente el menor riesgo a quemas accidentales. Sin embargo, la cosecha en verde es lo ideal. El corte de la caña se debe realizar al ras del suelo, para aprovechar los entrenudos inferiores donde se encuentra la mayor concentración de azúcares. De este modo, aumenta la producción y el rendimiento de azúcar por acre. La caña debe acomodarse en bultos para facilitar el alce y minimizar el porcentaje de materia extraña, tierra. El bulto debe ser del tamaño del agarrón de la alzadora para evitar el uso del empujador o piler. El despunte debe hacerse en una altura adecuada para así eliminar los entrenudos superiores inmaduros, al igual para no dejar caña moledera en la punta. La caña debe de estar lo más limpio posible, libre de hojas, raíces o lodo, conocido como materia extraña. La cosecha se puede realizar de tres maneras: cosecha manual, semi-mecanizada o mecanizada. Cosecha manual: corte y alce manual, jarochado. Cosecha semi-mecanizada: corte manual. Se acomoda en bultos que posteriormente son alzados al camión o tráiler por medio de máquinas alzadoras. Cosecha mecánica. Este ha tomado auge. Es la cosecha utilizando las máquinas cosechadoras. También reduce el costo total de la cosecha. La caña debe ser cosechada y entregada al ingenio lo más pronto posible a partir de la quema. Debe ser a menos de 36 horas para asegurar la mejor calidad. Durante el transporte del cañal al ingenio, se recomienda asegurar bien la carga usando varias fajas o cadenas para evitar la caída de caña durante el transporte. Al momento de registrar su viaje en la caseta, asegúrese de recibir su boleto del oficial encargado para que su producción se registre en el sistema de información de la industria. Estimado cañero o cañera, implementando mejores prácticas en la cosecha y transporte de la caña de azúcar para maximizar la producción de azúcar y de la mejor calidad posible. Este resultará en una industria eficiente, de menor impacto al ambiente y sustentable, asegurando mejores ingresos para todos, y así mejorar la calidad de vida de las familias. Una industria impactando la vida de todos.
Hi, I'm Judy Hua, and I'll let you know about my DigiNet experience. It was so easy. Literally, they just asked for a few things like my ID, they asked for my address, and they even asked me questions that how could they improve their service. I won't lie, I'm a social media holic. I would surely recommend it to my friends, especially when we're doing our FaceTime calls or our WhatsApp calls. You know, our calls won't get dropped.
See you guys in a bit then.
For my professional side, well, I do television, so for me, we have to download a lot of files. We have to ensure that when we receive them, we check them before it goes on air, and DigiNet has made that experience easy for me. I have the 5 meg plan, which is wonderful because it's only $69. So I'm really glad that they did the promotion. In my area, in Kings Park, I was the first one to sign up.
Available in San Pedro, Northside Belize City, Ladyville, Belmopan, and now Orange Walk. Coming soon to Placencia.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It is exactly 20 minutes before 8 o'clock. Es un gusto darles la bienvenida de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. Si nos acaban de sintonizar, un gran gusto tenerles con nosotros aquí en el show con el señor Robert Checky Usher. It's always a pleasure to welcome you back to the show when it's exactly 19 minutes before 8 o'clock. Time flies.
Yeah, boy, time
flies.
flies.
Take time like one time.
Not like one time when monkey chews up tobacco and spit white line. You know what to do?
You could come up with those stories, though.
But you know, here I say one time was time monkey chew tobacco and spit white line. You remember that?
I know that you mentioned it. I remember.
Okay, I think you don't remember.
There were some major news items yesterday, Checky. More infrastructure for the country of Belize.
Yes.
There was a large road contract issued out to one of the companies. And Checky can tell us more about that.
But you see, when they are saying that, they say, oh, they get a company there again, or road again, what we could benefit per road. But they think they bring jobs, Emmanuel. Infrastructure bring a lot of job.
Yes. But when you don't want something, generally the situation is that you'll find something to talk about. That's something. And okay, if you leave money out of that, but you just don't want it, you'll find something to talk bad about it. Ladies and gentlemen, our government is committed to developing the infrastructure of this country. Is committed to ensuring that by a certain year we will have paved roads linking all municipal towns and cities to the main hubs. And this project that Checky is going to talk to you about is one of those $30 million that will ensure that people can actually get jobs. People who have trucks can actually get jobs. And at the end of the day, the communication system between the transportation system rather, linking one town with the other is made so much easier.
Yeah, you're seeing
where it's more convenient for the people living within the country, where it's not, you don't have to give the whole town round for go where you want to go, but rather it's an easier, more convenient way to get where you want to go. Case in point, this is the hospital, this is the airport road, right?
Yeah, a $34 million Belize contract has been signed for the construction of a major highway. It's the airport link road, which will go from mile 8 on the Western Highway over to the Philip Goulston International Airport.
So, if you are living someplace, well, Hattieville would be a little bit more up. But we're talking here about the area where Mr. Godwin Hulse lives, in that general area, mile 8. There is going to be a connection between mile 8 on the Western Highway directly to the Belize International Airport Road.
Yeah.
Which means that you don't have to get the whole turnaround going into the city.
Or probably through Boom Kotav.
Or probably through Boom Kotav, right?
The people who come from the Cayo area, Belmopan and so, right?
People who come from Belmopan and so forth can actually go directly to Mile 8, turn left, and go directly into the airport road, rather than taking the other way around, and going into Belize City and going into the or going all around by Boom Road and coming back up 3 miles or so into the airport road. This one is going to take you directly to the airport.
Yeah, and some might be wondering, hey, but that area there got swamp. But what it continues saying here, that it will include a 268-foot bridge, which will, quote, intersects the George Price Highway and cross the Belize River to intersect the airport access road near to Gentrack Belize Limited.
Okay.
So that'll come out right from the area. We go straight into the airport. And so it's something major. And Emmanuel, you mentioned like a lot of people at the work, but even the people that sell food,
of course,
will make them leave money. Maybe somebody around that area and sell food and leave idea, I come up and know what a lot of workers they out there. Make we try to get some food and start to sell.
But that's the way business is done, no?
Yes.
I mean,
so
people have to eat.
Yeah. So when they say we can't eat street, we can't eat light and stuff.
That's a pile of, I mean, whoever says that is not thinking. ¿Quién dice, no podemos comer carne, no podemos comer luz? Piensa, por favor, antes de que suenes tonto. Porque al final del día, esas son cosas que están desarrollando nuestro país con la infraestructura. No vamos a quedar atrasados toda la vida. Vas a otros países, vas a México, vas a Guatemala, vas a los Estados Unidos y ves que todo lugar está lleno, está iluminado con carreteras. ¿Por qué nuestro país no lo puede tener? Porque personas como ciertas personas están, no podemos comer luz, no podemos comer calle. Pero qué tontería realmente. Si fuera el partido que tú apoyas que lo hubiera hecho, ahí estuvieras rapeando. Pero al final del día es porque no te gusta quién lo hizo. O porque quizás no conseguiste el beneficio del proyecto. Pero tenemos que aprender a ver más allá de simplemente hasta la punta de nuestra nariz. Tenemos que entender que al final del día es de gran beneficio para todo el país. Y eso no es difícil de entender. Eso, compañeros, no debe ser difícil de entender, porque cualquiera persona que sea patriótico, beliceño o donde sean, podría decir, mira qué bien desarrollado está todo esto. No me vayas a decir de que a la entrada de Belice todas esas glorietas y carreteras iluminadas, que se está construyendo a la entrada de la ciudad de Belice, dices tú, nadie puede comer eso, así que este es un desperdicio. No, la gente está muy, muy, muy agradecida por todos esos proyectos, porque eleva la condición de vida de mucha gente. Con el trabajo, y todas las ventajas que vienen de eso, y además por la conveniencia de no tener que estar metiéndote en hoyos, porque si estuvieras todavía en hoyos, quizás te estuvieras quejando que la calle de Belice es una vergüenza, que está hoyo, y ahora que lo componen, dicen, no podemos comer calle. Entonces, ¿qué sucede? ¿Qué sucede? Ponte a pensarlo.
The Honorable Prime Minister said that he was very, very applauded when a young man came and spoke and said, I feel good because I get a job, because infrastructure they happen and I get a leave work for done, I live good, I could take care of my family. But then there are people who go positive, but they have the ones that will look the other way and say, that don't mean something to me if they build one bridge. What that put me?
It's very simple because of, many times, envy that their party didn't do it. And they just want to belittle what anybody else does, because they would have liked to be able to be the ones who did it rather than somebody else. So when this road was being built on San Lorenzo Road, ¿cuántas veces no escuché, está mal hecho esta calle, está calle, ¿para qué están pavimentando tanto dinero en una calle que está? Y la cosa es que tú no me digas de que los grandes beneficios de pavimentar San Lorenzo Road. ¿Okay? No podemos quedar atrasados simplemente porque a ti no te conviene que hagan la carretera. Que porque tú dices que no puedes comer luz o calle. Ponte a pensar, es de gran beneficio para el desarrollo, es de gran beneficio para el país, en el desarrollo del país. Pero yo no veo que debo de estar defendiendo esto. Eso debe de ser natural.
Yeah, true. You're supposed to realize that naturally.
You know what I mean?
10 years, Emmanuel, from 2008 to 2018, look at the transformation of this country. Corozal had their big updated reports about the different things that was built at the Corozal Hospital. I think they opened a new theater there as well. Then we have the road that is coming.
Yeah, it's going to be signed very shortly. They van a pavimentar por completo todo lo que es el Philip Goldson Highway.
Yeah, all the way to Nada
creo que desde Ladyville hasta la frontera. Así que adelante.
And that they not only say, okay, they build a road, but that is the entrance and the exit of our country when it comes to transportation. People coming into the country, that will be the first impression. And that is the first impression right now. But when that road they fix up nice, and like the PM said, they have lights on the road and are well structured. When you come off of that nice highway from Mexico and you come in and Belize, you feel very good for the good road and just smooth off. That will bring a lot of jobs to the people in the area. It probably will bring more tourism to Corozal, because we know Corozal have a lot of touristic sites. Corozal have a lot of things that we could benefit from. But yourself, Emmanuel, you used to drive a lot. And most of the time when you think about go someplace and the road is that good, you don't want to go there.
I don't want to go there.
Right? So all this transformation, they help. Look like when you got a Belmopan, you got a San Ignacio. Men, PG and Stan Creek, they got a big auditorium. They beat it to it. But we get to part two, but in different ways.
In a different way.
Yeah, but you see the structure coming up, and look at the big investment for San Pedro as well as this big...
Es que nadie puede decir de que que el país no se ha desarrollado. Nadie puede decir de que nuestro nivel de vida en Belice no se ha mejorado. Claro que sí, con los grandes proyectos de este gobierno.
Yeah, and apart from that, the expansions, and the expansions can only happen if people receive lands. And we know that the Honorable Gaspar Vega had issued out so many different lands, so many different lots. Look at Yo Creek. Yo Creek got the expansion area, you know, because a lot of land was given out there in Yo Creek. Some lot was given out in Bullet Tree as well. I think we did a story on that from Bullet Tree, right here in the Blackwater Creek area. And people are already building up. You could say that it is open, so it is spread out, Remember they have the Petrojam one between Nuevo San Juan and San Pablo as well?
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
So it's all over, but it's happening. But then sometimes they got a lot of people who prefer you give a Lee hands out every day, or when you see the minister, you drop your hand, and they feel better about that. You know what somebody tell me? Somebody tell me, say, Mr. Vega, the man don't give me nothing, man. I tell him, he said the man don't give me one land for myself, or land for my picnic, and the man pay me my son's scholarship at school.
And he said it again.
He said the man don't give me nothing. So what you want? What you want? You get a land for yourself, one for your picnic. The man work out the educational scholarship for your picnic at school, the high school.
No, you brought up an important topic. You ask yourselves, why is it that countries like Venezuela are going through the problems that they're going through? Precisely because of that type of mentality. And that's why we have to be very careful. Because when you have a population that is very, mercenary, politicians take advantage of that and give you and give you and give you so that you can sing the praises of the politician at the expense of the growth of the country. And it turns out that Venezuela is such a large country, rich, but they have been giving a large amount of people benefits so that they can continue singing, ¡ay, qué bueno el gobierno, qué bueno el gobierno! Pero les están regalando para continuar cantando la canción. Let's take the call.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Buenos días.
Muy
Hola,
buenos días.
Yo solo quiero dar un comentario, ¿no?
Adelante.
Muy bien.
De que nosotros vimos que todo el desarrollo está en el sur. Aquí en el norte no tenemos nada. Fíjense que ahorita toda compañía que consigue contrato tiene sus propios camiones para hacer todo el trabajo. Así es que solo los contratistas son los que se benefician de ello. Hay camiones privados en wheelers que solo están estacionados sin poder conseguir siquiera un viaje de material para llevar de esos contratos ni nada. Entonces esa gente de qué van a vivir. No tienen salida, no tienen nada. Así es que cada día nosotros podemos decir, estamos muertos en cuestión de trabajo, porque ni la caña nos ayuda siquiera. Ni la caña nos ayuda. Y ahora que va a subir el seguro social, ¿dónde va a acabar el pobre? Estamos de la mano a la boca. Así es que venga algo de desarrollo para el norte también, que esos camiones tengan trabajo. Porque hay familias que tienen sus hijos en el colegio, los tienen en la escuela, tienen enfermos, tienen todo. ¿Y qué pasa? No estamos olvidados, man. Estamos contentos de ver que si hay demasiado desarrollo en nuestro país. Estamos agradecidos al ministro y a Dios, pero también que se acuerden de los pobres, que busquen algo para aliviar la pobreza acá en New York, man. Muchas gracias.
A usted igualmente. Pues justamente de eso estábamos comentando, señor.
Déjame decir algo, Emmanuel. Tú sabes que años pasados, unos 30, 40 años pasados, la venta de la caña estuvo bueno. La gente estaba colectando bastante de la caña. Pero yo creo que tiene como unos 3 o 4 años que estaba anunciando de esta cosa que el precio se va a bajar porque vamos a tener más competencia con el azúcar. Nosotros estaba hablando la semana pasada de que la gente que está trabajando en esta industria de caña, que los unos que va a afectar mucho son los farmers más chicos,
los pequeños.
Más pequeños. Ahora tenemos que ver cómo vamos a how we utilize what we have.
Vamos a usar lo que tenemos.
Lo que tenemos, porque ya tenemos la tierra. We don't have the land, so we need to diversify and try to see how we could go through with what we have, because the cane used to pay good one time, but no, it's not the same situation. So that challenge that comes on people, it's not a situation that no party or no government can better that situation for people.
Sí, es cierto, sí. Tienes un punto, señora, cuando llamas y nos dices de que los contratistas son los beneficiados. Yo te doy toda la razón. Ojalá y no tuviera que ser así. Pero yo estoy seguro al final del día que cuando se dé el contrato de Belice para pavimentar la carretera desde Belice hasta la frontera mexicana, estoy seguro de que los políticos en el área van a insistir que se dé el trabajo a los camiones orinchuaqueños o del norte, porque igual como cuando se estaba construyendo o se estaba pavimentando la carretera a través del proyecto Petrocaribe, pues se conseguían los trabajadores que vivían en el área para poder ayudarlos a ellos también. Es más, ¿ya me entiendes?
Yes, yes.
Cuando los trabajadores de Champarín, se estaba haciendo esa área de Champarín o de a la entrada, ok, muy bien, la gente de esa área trabajaba.
Ya, pasando Carmelita, San José, San Pablo.
Y es justo que cuando ya salgas de esa área, otras personas viviendo en otras áreas beneficiadas puedan tener una oportunidad. Ahí es donde está el problema, sin embargo, porque dicen, ya el ministro ya me mandó a mi casa porque dice que ya no tiene más trabajo para mí. Y luego entonces resulta de que la persona quien mandaron a su casa para el beneficio de darle más empleo a la gente del área, entonces hay un problema ahí porque la persona se queja de que esto, que el otro, que el otro. Acuérdense que al final del día todo lo vemos por lo que nos conviene a nosotros. Y eso es el problema. Continuando con lo que te tenía que decir acerca de Venezuela, ojalá y Dios no quiera que lleguemos como esos otros países, pero estamos yendo el modo incorrecto, compañeros. Y por eso tengo el atrevimiento de mencionarlo, porque nosotros tenemos que cambiar, nosotros tenemos que cambiar y dejar de estar pidiendo a los políticos que nos den y nos den y nos den, porque entonces el político te va a hacer de menos y va a hacer ciertas cosas que no debe hacer para el beneficio de mantenerlo. Te va a comprar tu voto, te va a mantener, y ya luego entonces la misma economía lo sufre, compañeros, lo sufre. El ICE tiene que estar muy, muy, muy al tanto con esto, porque al final pudiéramos terminar como Venezuela, que eso es lo que sucedió en Venezuela, compañeros. Mucha compra de votos, mucha corrupción. ¿Cuánto me vas a dar para que vote por ti? ¿Cuánto me vas a dar porque haga esto por ti? Y los políticos se mantienen puestos ahí en lugar y la gente continúa beneficiando y beneficiando y beneficiando del político corrupto. Y entonces, ya luego, ¿dónde vamos? ¿Dónde vamos? Hay una gran cantidad de gente en estos países que son mantenidos por el gobierno para mantener el gobierno en lugar. ¿Queremos llegar a este punto? No, enteramente. Pero ¿cómo podemos cambiar ya una cultura? Una forma de ser. El ministro me va a dar esto, el ministro me va a dar el otro, el ministro me va a dar el otro. Que si quieres tener pachanga le vas a ir a pedir al ministro que te regale cerveza. Que si tú, lo que sea. Yo puedo justificar en mi forma de pensar que vayas a pedir ayuda porque tengas una emergencia en tu familia. Pero para cualquier cosita, voy a ver al ministro a ver cómo me ayuda. Ay, puchica. Yo creo que por eso no soy político, porque reaccionaría negativamente.
We need to go on a break, Pa.
Yes.
But I just want to share this text before
Ándale.
we go. He said, Chick, we don't appreciate nothing in our country, but we proud and talk great about Cancun, Mérida, and Chetumal. That one carry for a break.
Vamos a esa pausa, compañeros. Son las 8:04. Estaremos de vuelta con ustedes tan pronto estos anuncios.
Ever since my mom switched to Diginet, my internet experience has not been the same. My online gaming is on point. I can keep up with my online classes and I enjoy Netflix and chill even more. Nothing beats DigiNet's reliable internet speed. I pay only $69 monthly for my 5 megabyte plan. It's perfect for my budget. And you can even get higher speeds that's bundled with free mobile and free home phone for even more savings. But don't take my word for it. Visit the BTL office and ask about DigiNet today.
Available in San Pedro, Northside, Belize City, Ladyville, Belmopan, and now Orange Walk. Coming soon to Placencia.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
Maintaining steadiness, consolidating stability, advancing growth.
Our priorities for the budget, fiscal year 2018-2019, are to continue to provide resources for investments in physical infrastructure, mainly roads and bridges, for education and health, for poverty alleviation, and for citizen security and defense. Mr. Speaker, I repeat, we grasp the nettle with both hands. We rise to meet the challenges, and we will overcome them. This year's budget is structured accordingly, and there therefore can and will be no retreat from our signature pro-poor policies. No retreat from Boost and Food Pantry, no retreat from the apprenticeship program, no retreat from the high school subsidies, no retreat from the payment by GOB for students' CXC exams, no retreat from the funding of the second chance opportunities, no retreat from tuition assistance, no retreat from the plethora of full scholarships, no retreat from the construction of new classrooms, no retreat from new rural water supply systems, health posts, and hospitals, certainly in San Pedro, which we hope to fund from a public-private mix, and also from PG. That's the next priority.
The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
A high school basketball showcase took center stage at the first ever event to take place in the historic state-of-the-art Belize City Civic Center. Thanks to the government of Belize, Belizeans now have a massive modern entertainment and convention facility to be utilized by all sectors of society.
I have gone on record to say as well that Teachers' Day this year, which will come in next month of May will also be here in the Belize Civic Center. All 5,000, almost 6,000 teachers strong will converge here in the Belize Civic Center for a massive event. There is no other place in this country that can hold the kind of numbers that the Belize Civic Center can hold.
Government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Buster. They see you and know you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run you. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longanisa, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175. or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It is exactly 13 minutes after 8 o'clock. Bienvenidos de vuelta a las 8:13.
I have something here to share.
Ándale, adelante.
The one we read before we went on the break, and somebody say, it is true, Emmanuel, some people don't want to work, and even if they work, they still expect to get from the minister.
It's the entire mentality that needs to begin to change. It's the entire mentality of the way we think and do things that needs to change. Because if this continues unabated and continues growing, and it's like, why see how you get money from a minister and this and that? Well, I will stop work too, and I will see how I get. Then the amount of people that doing this is greater and greater and greater, and we will end up like Venezuela and many other countries.
Get poorer and poorer every day.
That's exactly right.
Because then the alone the man there at top there, when they control things, and you are stay down here and sir, I need this, sir, I could get this. You can't get it today, because that one I get. So what you gonna do? You eat plum? Only that me you could eat plum? Can show the in right now. What you gonna do?
But ladies and gentlemen, it's the whole attitude, the whole mentality needs to begin to change. We have of late become mercenary. We have of late been taking on a cynical approach to politics. And we believe that the politicians owe us money, very simply because that's the way you believe it should be. And we don't begin to see that the politician has made arrangements for the road to your street to be paved, and has put lights on your street, and has given your child education, but because he hasn't given you $20 in your hand or $200 in your hand, you believe that the minister has done nothing for you. Now, that confuses me because, it upsets me because at the end of the day, how can I begin to, if you don't understand it, what should I do to let you understand it? Because if I have to sit with you and explain to you that you're getting the benefit of the streets, that you're getting the benefits of the lights, that you're getting the benefit of education, how is it that you don't notice that?
Yeah, it's like
how is it that you cannot understand and appreciate that?
That like if 10 person live in a house.
Baffling. It's baffling.
Like if 10 person live in a house, I would jump up in the house. But one day your father and your mom decide to go to the bank to make a little loan. And you say, they make loan and they don't get nothing. They don't give me not a loan. But they did an extension on the house. So everybody who got a room, you could sleep better. They could get a list of the room, people could move around in the house. So you get it. But then, so people don't feel it if you don't come in on a hand.
Very
right?
True. Very true. Very true.
And that loan have to pay back. That loan have to pay back. They have to pay back that loan, but they make the loan for do something good. They improve the life of
the
you.
Quality of life.
Yes.
That you
so
that you're
when
living.
I do the extension there, so it benefit you because you don't have to sleep with the liber up and in the same room because your liber that snore at night. You make a lot of noise. The next one wake up and put on light and you can't sleep good. You want to study but you can't study because we don't have enough space. But when I do all the expansion and everybody, not everybody got a room, but then you have one area where you can live better, it's more spread out. But one of them say, Papa fue al banco, pero no me dio nada, ni un $10, ni un shilling. Yo no importa si la casa está más grande porque yo siempre voy a dormir. That's the scenario.
That's the scenario.
So,
and we have to move away from that mentality.
How was that created? When it comes to the government parts.
How was that created? It was, I don't claim to know all the answers to all of these things, but many times politics, like I said, is based on convenience.
Yep.
The politician needs of you, and the citizen needs of the politician.
Yeah, but then
so they have been grappling with each other to see how best they can get the most or the best out of each other.
Some of the politicians, they deal with certain people. Like I tell you, one person tell me one day, he said, well, you know what? I'm not in charge of a vote. But if others get, I forget mines too.
But it's just as bad.
Yeah.
It's just as bad. It is just as bad because it's just a very tactful way of saying, gimme.
Yeah, gimme.
Gimme too.
Yeah.
But you know sound like if you're asking the politician to give you, but you have phrased it in such a way that
you don't bind the man already.
That you know you don't look that bad as boss, you're helping, give me a helping hand. Rather than and the way you've said it is, but you since you give me, you could handle me too.
Yeah, I say
you know
that the day when the kind of people hold most of the politicians at ransom. You think the people happy when time you depression and you tell me, hey, if you don't give me money 16 I will not vote. So how when time they don't give you that money? Or they never give you none at all. An election done and I see a person win. So how you think they look at you when time you pass there? Or they say, why this person call you want an appointment to do? I don't got time. That's the same thing with the property come in. And they make it more and more and more and more. Because you one day forget. After the election done, you got to cycle for 5 years.
We have to be the kind of population that demands the best and the most out of any politician. But when it comes to and keeping them within their principles and within their virtues. Okay? We have to move away from the scenario of encouraging politicians to do bad things. We have to move away from that.
You know, one time a 3 truck pull up to your house and 16 person in a truck, you look at 16 and you look at a 48 person and say, hey, tenemos que sacar mi hijo del cárcel ahorita, porque ve que tenemos aquí. He put the politician in a position that they start to panic.
He does not want to lose support. He does not want to lose favor.
Yeah.
So he is put in a bind.
Yes, a bind. He said, no, vamos a mover acá.
Si no, no te apoyamos. Yeah. Si no nos ayudas.
And some of them go with the shirt off of the same person when they go as far. Say, I got to, yeah. But you need to control now. So then there when it come in that political decisions are made.
You know how many times when my brother became minister and mayor, they woke him up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Mr. Fred, quiero que venga a las 2 de la mañana, ¿sabes? Quiero que vaya a sacar a mi hijo de la cárcel. ¿Y qué hizo tu hijo? Es que le rompió la cabeza con una botella al otro. ¿Y por qué? Es que estaban peleando, pero es mi hijo y no quiero que quede ahí. ¿Ah? Al principio, mi hermano tuvo que meditar sobre esto y decir, ¿qué es más importante para mí? ¿Qué es más importante para mí? ¿Mantenerme con el voto de esta persona o seguir con mis principios? ¿Qué es más importante?
Good morning, Sugar City Morning Show.
Buenos días.
Buenos días,
señor.
¿Estoy en el show?
Sí, adelante.
Señor, adelante.
Ok, hoy es referente al problema de la actitud de los votantes.
Ándale.
Y yo creo de que parte del problema es de que los partidos políticos no tienen una visión exacta a dónde están yendo o quieren ir, a dónde quieren llevar el país. Y yo creo que a veces hay los votantes que no ven diferencia entre los dos partidos.
Muy bien.
Y entonces se vuelve lo que está pasando. Yo creo que si hay una visión clara de dónde están yendo los partidos, entonces uno se une a ese partido por esa visión, porque cree en eso. Pero si no hay, entonces voy a ver qué le saco a este político. Esa es mi contribución por hoy.
Okay. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias. Y voy a adelante.
Yeah. This one say, we need Mr. Gaspar back in power because, should I call the name? Anyway, make a read the text. It says, Mr. Novello is not ready for the North. How will the DAC serve the people from his personal business? That's a personal view, no? But sometimes when I read the text and I'm done there halfway upon it, right? But then this next one, sí, porque los políticos solo ayudan a los de otros partidos. I think that the one moment about when he can drop them pull up and so, no? You understand? But Emmanuel, apart from all this, we have a release here coming out from the United Democratic Party.
Take time out to do that.
That we would like to share with our viewers this morning. And this was released yesterday, I believe. It said, are you a Belizean voter? Do you want to be part of the team that is committed to developing your country and its people? I like that part where I say its people. Are you prepared to serve the people without fear or favor in an honest, transparent, accountability, and just manner to the very best of your ability? Okay. If your answer is yes to the above question, we invite you to join the United Democratic Party team. It continues by saying the United Democratic Party is now inviting application for standard bearer candidates to all 31 constituencies countrywide. Application forms are now available at the Youth for the Future Drive, Belize City foothills of the Bell China Bridge, or you can download. They can be downloaded from the UDP website at udp.org.bz. Fully completed application forms in a sealed envelope addressed to Chairman, United Democratic Party can be delivered to the Youth for the Future Department in Belize City or mailed to P.O. Box 1898 in Belize City. All application forms, except those from serving UDP era representative, are to be accompanied by a recent police records not older than 3 months. The deadline for the application is at 5 p.m. on Friday, July 29, 2018. Please note, the late applications will not be accepted. UDP Developing Belize and Belizeans.
Okay, good. Do we have that call yet?
Hello, good morning.
Buenos días.
Buenos días, señor.
¿Esto en el aire?
Sí, señor, sí, señor.
¿Esto es el TV show de Emanuel?
Sí, así es. Buenos días.
Emanuel, sí. Good morning, Emanuel.
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Buenos días, dude.
¿Hablas de tú?
Lo sé, ya te reconocí.
Hombre, conocido, como voy a colgar porque, como dijo Fidel Castro cuando va a las Naciones Unidas, no vengo a humillar al enemigo de su casa.
Dime, papá. Dime, cuéntame.
Bueno, anoche pasó algo curioso en la bonita isla de San Pedro.
¿Qué pasó?
Tal vez ustedes ya saben que había demasiado pescado washing up ashore, muriéndose. Yo creo que ya habían oído de esto, ¿verdad?
Ajá.
Mucho pescado muriendo en San Pedro anoche.
Ajá.
Global warming, no sé quién vamos a culpar, pero los del medio ambiente y científicos van a estar trabajando para ver, determinar y decirnos por qué o cómo pasó esto en San Pedro. Pero acá en New York tenemos nuestro mismo problema, Emanuel. Ya tenemos más de 4 décadas que cada año pasa esto. En veces pasa hasta 2 veces al año. En veces, algunas veces han pasado 3 veces al año en donde desde la fábrica, no de Guinea Grass, no de Tollbridge, yo digo de la fábrica, porque yo he visto personalmente cómo sale cosa de un área allá por la fábrica y contamina el río. Entonces el color cambia. Cuando estás navegando en tu lancha, es un olor no agradable, y si andas con turistas te van a preguntar ¿por qué esto? ¿Por qué el agua está este color? No, y no pueden esconder porque hay cientos y miles de garzas comiendo los pescados muertos.
¿Y está sucediendo eso ahora?
Ahorita vas en el río, vas a ver mucho pescado flotando, todo tamaño, toda clase de pescado flotando en el río ahorita. Pero como te digo, esto ha pasado desde hace décadas, no es la primera vez que pasa, y pasa alrededor de este tiempo, a principios de mayo. Después de Semana Santa se ve esta cosa. Hasta 2 veces al año pasa. Algunas veces ha pasado 3 veces, pero aparentemente el Ministerio del Medio Ambiente no tiene suficiente personal. Ellos lo dicen. Ellos son limitados, no pueden estar allá acá en todos lados. Así que por el momento no vamos a saber mucho. Si acaso sabemos algo, nos dicen algo acerca de lo que está pasando en el río, pero esto sí, así pasa cada año, Emanuel. Unfortunately, they're killing the crops.
Tú sabes, Dulce, que yo he tomado parte en muchos esfuerzos para tratar de resolver este problema. Y tú también, Dulce, tú que vives en el río, tú que encuentras tu vida haciendo giras por el río. Así que, ¿quién mejor que tú para contarnos esto? ¿Quién mejor que tú? Tanto así que fuiste esta parte de nuestra entrevista en nuestro programa de DAFCO. Pero te quiero agradecer esta llamada y decirte de que tenemos que continuar hablando, tenemos que hablar y reunirnos para poder discutir más esto en detalle, para que nos unamos y encontremos una forma de resolver este problema.
Pero no queremos hablar otro mes, otra semana, tiene que ser hoy, mañana, tiene que ser ahora, porque sinceramente cuando andas en una lancha hay niños que les gusta jugar el agua, esa agua está tibia, esa agua está caliente, van a tener que ir a un dermatólogo, eso les va a dar rash, les va a enfermar, eso nos...
¿Dónde estás tú hoy?
No es algo que queremos, ¿no? Y yo lo siento por la gente que vive en las riberas del río porque tienen que estar hueliendo esta cosa día y noche. No, es algo triste para ellos porque algunos usan el agua para algunas cosas.
Sí.
Esa agua no sirve para nada.
Para nada. Bueno, voy a pasar por tu lugar, bien hoy por la mañana, o por la tarde, o mañana por la mañana. Pero de que voy a ir.
Bueno, gracias por escucharme.
Gracias a ti por informarnos. Hasta luego, mi cuate. Hasta luego, gracias. Igualmente tu papá. Ya, ándale tu papá. Gracias.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, it's 8:30 and we need to take a break.
Vamos a esta pausa. Compañeros, estaremos de vuelta con ustedes con más porque tratamos de mantenernos informados de todo lo que sucede, pero especialmente en lo que es importante para el pueblo de Orange Walk y sus entornos. Vamos a esta pausa.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Maintaining steadiness, consolidating stability, advancing growth.
In the Capital 3 budget, provisions of over $43 million have been made to finance the following key infrastructure projects. Continuation of the upgrading of the Hummingbird Highway, $11 million. Continuation of the Belize Southside Poverty Alleviation Project, $4 million. Commencement of work on the upgrading of new sections of the George Price Highway, including the construction of a new double-lane bridge at Roaring Creek, $13 million. Commencement of work on the upgrading of a new section of the Philip Golson Highway, $5 million. Commencement of work on the new Airport Link Road, joining the access road to the PGIA, joining that with the Western Highway, $3 million. Commencement of work on the new Hallover Bridge, $3 million, and commencement of work on phase 1 of the Caracol Road project, $4 million. In addition, provision of $9.5 million has also been made for projects in the education and health sectors and towards our vaunted poverty alleviation programs. Mr. Speaker, I should point out that as we have done in all the years since taking office, we will again be financing our capital program wholly from concessional sources provided by our international development partners. We will not be borrowing any funds on commercial terms. These are the investments that will continue the transformation and continue to bring the jobs to lower even more the unemployment rate and lift lives and the economy.
The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Why go anywhere else on vacation when an unforgettable experience awaits you right here in your own backyard? Explore southern Belize, home to the Cacao Trail, the historically rich Maya, and our illustrious southern heritage. Satisfy your sweet tooth with a cacao tour, relax by the river, or enjoy a basket weaving demonstration. Stop in for some delicious southern food. Come and enjoy some good old-fashioned southern hospitality. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not do it in your own country? Sun, fun, and relaxation are just a short distance away. Have a taste of barefoot living, or enjoy the sounds and taste of an authentic Garifuna village. Allow yourself to be swept away by Southern hospitality and living. Escape the hectic world and enjoy a beautiful sunset. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una.
Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el...
¿Balancín? Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Roche France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche France.
The first 2 phases of the Hummingbird Highway Rehabilitation Project from the Belmopan Roundabout Junction to Saboon Bridge and Alta Vista Bridge to Dangriga Town has already made a remarkable difference for commuters and residents alike. These first 2 phases are a $16.5 million investment by the government of Belize. Under this project, the highway is being rehabilitated through improvement of the road pavement to create a safer environment for the public. Improvements, especially in the areas that pose a high risk to motorists, include the introduction of paved road shoulders, high visibility line markings, reflective road studs, bus laybys, and other features that will bring the entire road segment in line with internationally recognized standards. Additionally, the replacement of the existing single-lane bridges will reduce road user risks. These improvements will increase economic, tourism, and agricultural opportunities, further encouraging the social development of Belize, particularly in the south. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It is exactly 21 minutes before 9 o'clock. I am going to just quickly read that press release from the United Democratic Party for the benefit of those people who did not hear it. Buenos días, compañeros. Son las 9 menos 20 minutos. Aquí vamos a leer primero en inglés y luego traducir en español una nota de prensa que salió del Partido Unido Democrático, ¿ok? En el que está invitando a personas para que sean, que se postulen para representantes, para standard bearers más bien, para las siguientes elecciones dentro de 2 años. ¿Okay? Es un proceso que sucede cada vez, es completamente normal y legal, pero simplemente algo que se tiene que anunciar para que la gente no diga, yo no sabía. Bueno, aquí está. It says, are you a Belizean voter? In other words, are you 18 years or older? Do you want to be a part of the team that is committed to developing your country and its people? Do you share the vision? Okay? Are you prepared to serve the people without fear or favor in an honest, transparent, keywords, honest, transparent, accountable, and just manner to the very best of your ability? If your answer is yes to the above questions, we invite you to join the United Democratic Party team. The United Democratic Party is now inviting applications for standard bearers in our candidates in all 31 constituencies countrywide. Application forms are available at the UDP headquarters Youth for the Future Drive, Belize City, which is right by the Bell China Bridge, or can be downloaded from the UDP website at udp.org.bz. Full completed application forms in a sealed envelope should be addressed to the chairman, United Democratic Party, and can be delivered to the United Democratic Party headquarters in Belize City or mailed to P.O. Box 1898 Belize City. All application forms, except those from serving UDP area representatives, are to be accompanied by a recent police record no older than 3 months. In other words, those people who are currently area representatives, they need to apply as well to be the standard bearer, but they don't need to comply with the requisite police record because they have already done so in the past. Okay? And for them to be an area representative, they needed to have presented their police record. So it will be redundant for them to be giving that.
So
the
all
deadline,
31 constituents are open.
All 31 constituents are open. So now the existing area representative needs to consolidate his position and say, I am willing to continue running. By such a date, which is the deadline for receipt of application at the UDP headquarters in Belize City, is at 5 p.m. on Friday, June 29th.
No late applications will be accepted.
June 29th is no...
Is June or July?
It says June.
Oh, okay.
29th.
Okay.
So this is the deadline for the receipt of application. It does not say that by June 29th, all 31 constituencies will have a standard bearer.
Yeah, so
it says that your applications must be in by June 29th.
Okay, so people need to be very keen with that because I remember for the last election, a former councillor from Belmopan didn't submit that application to the respective place that it was supposed to be presented, and in default, that person was not, the application was not accepted. So it says Youth for the Future Drive.
Yeah, and it says very clearly the United Democratic Party headquarters.
Okay.
If you are a politician and you want to run for the UDP, you know where the headquarters is.
And
you send it there. I mean, good Lord, something as important as that, you carry it yourself.
Yeah, make your way if you drop it off the person.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I dropped it off. It's there. I took it myself.
Exactly.
If you say I'll give somebody, I say, but your application, no, but I said it to somebody. So just make sure you carry it yourself.
Remember that the deadline for the application to be handed over is 5 p.m. on Friday, June 29th. So within approximately 7 or 8 to 31 is 23 plus 30 days plus 29, about 50 days.
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning.
Good morning, Shaquille. Good morning, Emmanuel.
Good morning.
I have a little problem here because early in the morning, I live in the Cinderella area, no? And early in the morning, accordingly, because I see the truck, the tractor from Townwood, and it's digging on our land, and it's a private land because they have the pegs over there, and the tractor is there right now digging on our land. So I don't know what we can do.
Digging for what, though?
They want the water to come out from one side, because accordingly all the people live on the one side, but they are digging the drain on our land. It's a private land. You see the pegs over there, and right now you can see the tractor over there digging.
Well, all that you need to do is to call the attention of the person.
No, but this is not the first time. It's almost like the second time, and we have called the attention of the mayor and the supervisor, and I don't know what. And then, I need some advice or legal advice, because they cannot be digging the land just like that.
In the first place, if you have a right to put up, to get, to go to the police department and to get an immediate
stop order.
Because just come in and then they dig the thing, and then right now they are digging, and then I don't want to go there, and then because they're supposed to know better than that.
But then you need to go to the police department. You don't have nothing if you go tell them people if you don't tell them. You just need to go to the police department and report it, or go to the
This is my property. They're digging in my property. Go there with a police officer. If you are not in agreement with what they're doing, if you can see through the project that they're doing, well, then you just have to talk to the people. But if it's a drain, and I just want to ask you more, they're digging drain for your benefit or for the persons living on the other side?
No. They say that it's the rain, because the downhill, like the water, because everybody's doing their cement fence. So most naturally, the water stops running. Okay?
Okay, I understand.
But you think that to dig a drain for the water to go out, but it's not in my property. They're supposed to be doing the proper situation, and then dig where they're supposed to dig, but not right straight across our land.
Your contention is that they should use your property to do that. You use the road
that is
beside.
what they want, because that's the easiest way, but I think they have to go all around the land.
Well, then go to the police and get one stop order for it immediately.
Or maybe you can speak to the foreman. Probably do not realize what they're doing.
But this is not the first time that they are doing it.
Remind them again. I will first go to the foreman and tell them this is my property. You not ask me permission for this yet. Then if they don't understand, if they still continue, well, then you carry on police. Very simple.
Okay.
Sure, man. Yeah.
So Emmanuel, now the 29th, the 31 constituents.
It's just a normal process.
Yeah.
Right?
So this doesn't mean that if you apply, let's say you apply for Orange Walk Central, that doesn't mean if you carry your application that, yes, I am the person, because I don't put my application.
Well, maybe if there are 5 people there, you have to go through a convention.
Yes, you have to go through a convention.
Well, if you're the only one, then that will be an endorsement if the party decides on taking you.
Right, so.
Because there's also a little vetting committee.
Right, so.
Just like the PUP.
People need to get that clear that not because you apply, then not you. But maybe you could try elaborate a little bit in Spanish.
Certainly. May I have a copy of it? And then I think that it is very important that we go back to that river issue.
Okay, so let's get that out in
Compañeros,
Spanish.
esto es una nota de prensa que sacó el Partido Unido Democrático porque está en el proceso de un proceso que sucede cada cuántos años, de poder conseguir invitar candidatos para las posiciones de standard bearers inicialmente, para poder correr para las elecciones entre 2 años. Es un proceso normal. A este punto están invitándole que si tú quieres, que si eres un votante beliceño, es más, si tienes ya 18 o más años, si tú quieres ser parte de un equipo que está comprometido para desarrollar su país y su gente, si estás preparado a servir a la gente sin miedo y si en una forma honesta, transparente, en una forma justa y que lo mejor de tus habilidades, y si es que contestas sí a estas preguntas, entonces esta es una invitación para que seas parte del equipo del UDP, que está invitando ahora aplicaciones para la posición de candidatos para standard bearers en todas las 31 divisiones por todo el país de Belice. Los formularios de aplicación están disponibles en el headquarters, en el centro administrativo del partido, que se encuentra en Youth for the Future Drive. Tienes que ir ahí a recoger los formularios o si es que quieres, vas al sitio web del UDP a conseguirlo y lo bajas ahí del sitio web. Es fácil, ¿ok? Las aplicaciones completamente llenadas deben de estar en una cuja sellada y deben de marcar que esto es para la atención del chairman del Partido Unido Democrático, y se deben de estar entregados al headquarters del Partido Unido Democrático o personalmente ahí, o si lo quieres enviar por correo, ahí también te dicen que lo debes de mandar al P.O. Box 1898. Pero una persona que está corriendo para la posición de standard bearer fácilmente encontraría que es mejor llevarlo
personalmente.
Toda aplicación debe de ser acompañado por un récord de policía que debe ser reciente. Esto va a todas las personas nuevas, excepto los representantes actuales, pues que ya han pasado por este proceso, así que no se requiere que lo hagan de nuevo. Y la fecha límite para poder entregar todas estas aplicaciones a las oficinas centrales de UDP es el 29 de junio a las 5 de la tarde, es un viernes, así que si estás interesado en correr, tienes que tú recoger tu formulario, llenarlo, entregarlo antes de las 5 de la tarde, el viernes 29 de junio. Tienes aproximadamente, si hoy es el 8 de mayo, tienes el mes de mayo hasta el 31 y luego tienes tú 28 días en junio para tomar la decisión si el 29 tienes que entregarlo a las 5 de la tarde. Esto es muy importante, compañeros, porque hay gente que está interesada, pero quiere llevar su aplicación el 30 de junio. Y esperan entonces de que se los acepten y no se las van a aceptar, no importa quién eres.
Pero no tiene que esperar hasta el 30 de junio. Lo puede llevar antes.
Precisamente mi punto. Llévalo el 29 o antes, pero no lo lleves el 30. Te van a rehusar la aplicación porque para entonces ya se habría cerrado el tiempo para esto.
Y no te preocupes si usted está escuchando, pero ya tiene una persona que dice que va a correr o quiere correr, yo no puedo. Ese no es así. Tú puedes escuchar que 10 personas quieren correr, pero si tú tienes la intención.
Así que, correcto. Así que ahora se está abriendo las puertas oficialmente para cualquier persona que quiera correr en las divisiones. Es más, aquí en el norte tenemos ya una persona que se ha ofrecido, el doctor Homero Novello, y entiendo que hay otras personas interesadas también, como el señor Ravey, el señor Méndez y el señor Leiva. Y si hay más, esta es la oportunidad para poner tu nombre, tu aplicación. También esto es para el Central Division. ¿Ok? También esto es para el East Division. Esto es para el South Division. Esto es para todo el país. Si el representante actual no quiere seguir corriendo, entonces obviamente no va a poner su aplicación. Pero si el representante actual quiere seguir corriendo, él también tiene que llenar su aplicación y llevarlo a las oficinas centrales del UDP. ¿Ok? Ya luego que se haya entregado todo esto, se ven todas las aplicaciones y se dicen, mira, para el East solo conseguimos una persona, el señor Elodio. Así que él automáticamente va a ser el standard bearer. Y para el Central tenemos 5. Tenemos que platicar con estas 5 personas a ver quién mejor puede representar a la gente del Central. Y hay 4, nada más estamos creando un escenario, ¿ok? 4 personas para el norte y 3 para el sur, pues tiene que haber lo que le llaman due diligence, y es más, pláticas con las personas para que mejor se conozcan y para que se sepa qué son sus planes, y ya luego entonces si no se llega a un acuerdo mutuo entre ellos, a ver quién pueda asumir la posición de standard bearer, entonces se va a una convención.
Es como si estás aplicando
como todo lo demás.
Para un trabajo.
Está como
hay
todo lo demás.
Más aplicación que va a entrar para ese trabajo.
Exacto.
Right? Entonces no va a decir solo porque tú mandaste tu aplicación automáticamente.
No, eso se entiende, que la aplicación no quiere decir que eres el único. Así que quede, si es que sabes de alguien que está interesado, pásale la información. Pero dile, el 29 de junio es la fecha límite, las 5 de la tarde el viernes.
Right. It's 3 minutes, 2 minutes now away from.
Pero quiero que cheques rápidamente tus mensajes, a ver si entró algo acerca de la condición del río.
Pues la gente solo está diciendo que sí, es cierto que está reportando el señor que está pasando con el río. I spoke to some guys that go over there and fishing and said, please go there, go see it now, no? You say, you see it on bike, they come every day and see where they come back with nothing.
Pues quiero decirles que yo voy a estar ahí entre un rato.
Yeah, and why would they come back with nothing? Because there is nothing.
Yo voy a estar ahí entre un rato. Y Dudu, gracias por llamarme, hijo, mi buen amigo Dudu.
Yeah, right. So,
fuimos a la escuela, nos conocemos desde chamaquitos. Te lo agradezco. Te agradezco tu amistad, tu aprecio. Te lo agradezco de corazón. Y a todos los hermanos Novello.
When you're talking about persons that know the New River, we're talking about the Novellos here in Orange Walk.
Oh, yes.
Pioneers of the river.
They live on the river.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They use that river on a daily basis because they are river tour guides. So they know what's going on.
Yeah. But on that note, we need to go for today.
Yes, ya son casi las 9, compañeros. Muchas veces pudiéramos hablar y hablar y hablar por más tiempo, pero dependiendo del tema, obviamente. Pero les agradezco todos en la sintonía. Muchas gracias al equipo de producción, Y muchas gracias a ti, Chequi, y a las personas que contribuyeron hoy, llamaron.
Delvi.
Y sí, a Delvi. Y también muchas gracias a la audiencia que fielmente nos apoya con su sintonía. Thank you very much. Nos agrada, nos anima escuchar que estamos, que nos ven cada día y que les gusta nuestra programación. Muchas gracias por eso. Te lo agradezco. Compañeros, este show repite hoy por la noche a las 9 y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes, primero Dios, a la misma hora mañana, a las 7 de la mañana. ¿Ok? Tendremos invitados de lo que sé para mañana. Adelita, conseguí tu mensaje. Muchas gracias. Estás bienvenida para venir al show mañana. Adelita Peterson. Así que, compañeros, tengan un buen día hoy. Mis mejores saludos a todos y mis mejores deseos a todos. Cuídense mucho. Mi nombre es Emmanuel.
I'm Robert Cheque Usher. If the good Lord so will, we'll be back tomorrow. So pasta mañana.
Until we meet again. Hasta luego. Cuídense mucho, compañeros.
Sugar City Morning Show.
Ever since my mom switched to Diginet, my internet experience has not been the same. My online gaming is on point. I can keep up with my online classes and I enjoy Netflix and chill even more. Nothing beats Diginet's reliable internet speed. I pay only $69 monthly for my 5 megabyte plan. It's perfect for my budget. And you can even get higher speeds that's bundled with free mobile and free home phone for even more.